Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, especially to my grade 11 students. We are now in our week 11 module. We're almost done with the we're actually done with the quarter one, and we are in our quarter two. This time we'll be talking about the different stages of speech writing. Now that you know, not just know, but probably you have practiced or mastered how to deliver your speeches, how to speak in front of the people. So this time we're going to start our writing our speech. Okay, so that's speech writing. So there are principles how to follow them. That's our lesson for today. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, for speech writing, we have here an author. Okay, according to Sipal, Shaw, and Balgos, 2016, the process for writing is not chronological or linear. Okay, so it's not actually, what's that? Okay, a cycle. Okay, rather, it is recursive. Okay, so it means to say you can repeat a writing procedure, produce multiple drafts first before you can settle on the right one. Okay, so it's up to you, it's up to us. Okay, from that process, from that principles, you can repeat the first step or the fourth step, and then yeah, as long as it works for you, so it's okay. Okay, yeah, so here the four principles in speech writing. These are the very basics. Okay, principle one, okay, choosing the topic. Principle two, we have analyzing the audience. Principle three, sourcing the information. And principle four, outlining and organizing information or our speech content. Okay, so I hope you can see that clearly there. Okay, so my screen isn't as interrupting okay, the video or the screen. Okay, so among those four principles, okay, the first one and the second one, principle one and two, are on the planning stage. Okay, so remember we have choosing the topic, analyzing the audience, so that's part of the planning stage. Now, when we have our the last stage here, we call that one creating stage. So after you already have done your planning, then you do now have to create. Okay, so you already start writing. Okay, so at least you know the process. Okay, but of course you can actually have that one. Anything goes as long as what's effective for you. Okay, so for principle one, we'll be talking about choosing the topic. Okay, here we have determining the purpose of the speech. So we need to know first, this is the first thing that we need to do, the purpose of the speech. Okay, so the purpose for writing and delivering the speech can be classified into three. So this is to inform, to entertain, or to persuade. Okay, so we have discussed from previous lesson about three parts or three kinds of speech delivery or purposes of speech delivery. Okay, so what do you want your speech to be about? Would you like to have it to be informative? Would you like to have it to entertain or to persuade? To have a short recall, we have here an informative speech provides the audience with a clear understanding of the concept or idea presented by the speaker. Okay, so you provide information. Okay, and for the entertainment speech, it provides the audience with amusement. What do you want to deliver to your message? What message do you want to deliver to your audience? Sorry for that. Okay, so I'd like my audience to be fun and active. I think this one is really interesting for them. They won't get bored. Okay, so you can do that. Okay. Miss, can we combine entertainment and informative? Possible, yes, so that your speech will not be that boring. Okay, so you can butt in some humor, okay? Yes, from that information. And for the persuasive speech we have, okay, it provides the audience with well-argued ideas that can influence their own beliefs and decisions. Okay, so you are trying to convince your audience this time that what you presented is something that they have to change what they have believed in previously. Okay. Well, of course, it also includes information. Okay, but the thing here is you are convincing them to change their previous belief. In informative, it's not that, okay? So you just have to provide information. No pressure in convincing them to have the same opinion as yours. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so for the principle one, choosing a topic, we do have the second subtype, which is selecting a topic. Here, the topic is the focal point of your speech, which can be determined once you have decided on your purpose. Okay. Now that you know what your purpose is, like I'd like it to be informative, okay, and also, yes, to convince them or to persuade them. Okay, so there are some strategies used in selecting a topics, which are also using personal experiences. Okay, discussing with your family members or friends. So you can have free writing as well, listing, asking questions, or semantic webbing. So you can use these strategies. Semantic webbing, so you can use the other graphic organizers, okay, to connect ideas. So it would be more comprehensive for them, for the audience. Okay. So remember, we are still in the principle, sorry. We are still in our principle one. Okay. So another subtype is brainstorming for ideas. Okay. So how do you brainstorm ideas? Okay. It's really good to brainstorm because this is not really judgmental. You create process where your thoughts are not necessarily regulated by logic. Okay. So you just write things out. So for the fourth subtype for choosing the topic is narrowing down the topic. So now that you already know what your topic is, then you narrow it down. Okay, it means making your main idea more specific and focused. The strategies in selecting a topic can also be used when you narrow down a topic. Okay, so that is also effective. Okay, so from general to specific. Okay, that is very helpful for you. How you narrow down a topic. In narrowing down a topic, maybe you can have for your general purpose. Okay, that is to inform. Okay, that is your purpose. For specific purpose, okay, you say to inform grade 11 students on the importance of effective money management. Okay, so that is your specific purpose. Okay, your topic could possibly be financial literacy or effective money management. And how would you narrow down that topic? So you talk about, okay, effective money management. Okay, so this effective money management, make it sure that this is good for your audience. Okay, so that will be the next principle for the writing process. Okay, so analyzing the audience. Okay, I need to have my audience. Okay, this is for grade 11 students so that I can also relate with them. Okay, so analyzing the audience here is very essential because it entails looking into the profile of your target audience. This is done so you can tailor fit your speech content and deliver it to your audience. Okay, so that is why you can choose. But if you are just invited, you also have to make it sure to ask. Okay, who your audiences are. Okay, so we have here the different various types of how to get to know your audience. So we have here demography, situation, psychology. Okay, I think there are only three. Okay, so for these three, we have here, sorry, something is in my head. Okay, so that's for demography. Mostly it talks about the age of the audience. Okay, that's why, okay, these are grade 11 students. So they are 16 to 17 years old. You also have to ask how many male, how many female. So you don't have to be like biased, gender biased in terms of you providing information. So yeah, you won't get to have embarrassing moment from your audience. Okay. So that's for demography. So it talks about, okay, the affiliations, the social function of your audience. Okay. For situation here, okay, so it's more of, okay, the venue. Okay, so that's why in speech delivery last time, okay, so you also have to ask where is the speech Where is the speech located? Okay, so you do have to ask that one. Okay, what's the occasion? Is it formal? Okay, is it for graduation? Okay, you are to deliver an inspirational or motivational speech for the graduation of your batch or from the previous batch. Okay, so you have to know those information. And for psychology, this one is now for the values, beliefs, or the cultural background of your audience. So you also have to know, are the majority of your audience like what from Mindanao, or do they have different religion? So you also have to ask for it, so that your speech, the speech that you prepared, you would also try to what's this? So that's why you have to be more recursive in your writing, so you can revise if that doesn't fit it to your right audience. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, so here, sourcing the information for principle 3. Okay, data gathering is the stage where you collect ideas, information, sources. Okay, my beautiful face is interrupting the screen again. Okay, information, sources, and references relevant or related to your specific topic. This can be done by visiting the library. Okay, data gathering. Okay, so browsing the web, observing a certain phenomenon or event related to your topic, or conducting an interview or survey. The data that you will gather will be useful in making your speech informative, entertaining, or persuasive. Okay, so you also have to gather data. Nowadays, students really do have the easy access of using internet. Okay, so I hope there are still a few who will go to the library and search for books, references. Okay, those are still very effective. Well, there's nothing wrong in looking for your sources or gathering data in using internet, as long as you will be very vigilant in terms of the sources are valid. Okay, yes. So there are sources which are not really that valid. Okay, just like Wikipedia. So it's not a reliable source. Next, we do have here, for the sourcing, the information tips that can help you gauge in sources credibility. Okay, so you have here, you have to answer the questions like who wrote it, what is the author's background, where was it published, is it in a scholarly journal, who is the intended audience, is it for the grade 11, the same thing as my audience, is it written for other scholars and researchers? Is it timely? Okay, so you'll be talking about effective money management in times of this crisis. Okay, with the grade 11 students. Okay, this can be helpful. Okay, I can add this information to my speech. Okay, and what are the other article sources? Okay, you can also, hopefully you can have those questions or guide questions actually to have a good data gathering. Okay, you can also have, very important in terms of presenting now your ideas. After you gather data, so you present ideas from where you have gotten your sources, make it sure to cite the source appropriately. So there are ways, I think that's for your other subject in which you are, I think that's from your practical research. You are taught how to, the proper way, how to cite the source appropriately. So we have, the family name first, the first name, then the topic or the title of the research conducted, and then when it was published, like that, and so on. You also have to indicate the date the statistic was developed. So I made mention of that. So include the sample size if research was involved. Present any facts and statistics in a way that connects with the audience. That's for principle 3. Principle 4, outlining and organizing information and speech content. The body is the part of the speech where your central ideas are presented. Okay, so in writing our speech, so of course, the very basic, we have the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. So it is suggesting us here that you can actually start writing from the body. Most likely, most of us actually, yes, me too. Most of us start writing in the introduction. Okay, but yes, since the body is the main part, okay, of our speech, then you can try to start from it. Okay, so arguments are laid down. Okay, so it is where the meat of your message is found. So your motivational techniques are employed. Then you can use the method of outlining if you should decide on the best order for these ideas or topics. Okay. For writing patterns, okay, in outlining or organizing, so there are several potential patterns according to which your main ideas can be organized. Writing patterns in general are structured that will help you organize the ideas related to your topic. Okay. Yes, so we have here, okay, in outlining, okay, it is like a hierarchical list that shows the relationship of your ideas. Experts in public speaking state that once your outline is ready, 2/3 of your speech writing is finished. 2/3, okay? So the 1/3 of that is already the preparation of your speech. Okay, you master your speech. A good outline helps you see that all the ideas are in there, okay? So in line with your main idea, okay, or message. The elements of an outline include introduction, okay, yes, it's very important. Okay, so you can write down your outline based on how you want your ideas to develop. Okay, so I hope you have now a clear idea on the process of speech writing. That will be all for today. Thank you for joining my class. Enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye for now.